We are back with another episode. We are back again.
And it's a celebratory.
Yes. Before we even get started, we want to thank you guys for the support. We officially reached 1,000 subscribers.
Woo!
We thank y'all. To the people that don't support, we see y'all too. But it's okay. It's alright because we still lit and we get it the fuck done, baby. Let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Two average Joes.
Right? Look at us.
Just getting it.
Just getting it. Like, they didn't think we was going to do it. They didn't think we was going to do it, girlfriend.
They didn't.
But today, we are taking a different route. Last episode, I hope y'all watched it. Who cheat better? Comment on that video and let us know who y'all think cheat better. But we're taking a different avenue. Today, we are talking about childhood trauma and how it could potentially affect parenting or even everyday life. Childhood trauma meaning sexual abuse, physical abuse, neglect, sexual exploitation, terrorism, sudden loss of a loved one. Like, it's a lot of things that play into childhood trauma that a lot of us don't even know that we're dealing with childhood trauma. But we're going to get into all that today. Even the signs of childhood trauma, like trust issues, weight gain or weight loss, or even
self-esteem problems, even issues with like trust issues. That was a major one that a lot of people deal with on an everyday basis. Trust issues. It's just so many signs and everything, and we are not professional psychiatrists or therapists, but we're gonna get into it. We don't know the actual name of it, and that's why we're not gonna say it, because we listen.
Right, but we're gonna make it do what it do. Even social anxiety, outbursts of frustration. It's a lot of things that play into childhood trauma at the end of the day, and we'll even give you guys an insight on our childhood trauma. So we'll go into that. First, we'll even start with it. Girlfriend, is it any childhood trauma that you know of that you feel like affects you still?
Absences. I feel like I deal with damn, what's the word? Why can't I think of it? Like, the camera came on and I got a brain.
That's what just happened to me, and you slid right in. Look at you.
Like, oh my gosh. I don't like to be by myself. And that's because, with my father leaving at such an early age and going to prison for so long, I feel like I can't be, oh my gosh, the word gotta pop up. I can't be by myself. Like, I can't. Separation anxiety. That is my major childhood trauma, is separation anxiety. And I feel like also I have a problem with, another thing is failure. Because it's like I blame myself for failure, and that's because when we were doing the research on it, I learned that most people who blame themselves constantly, somebody tell you this, somebody tell you that. It could have been teachers when you were a child, could be your parent, it could be your friends, it could be your older cousins, because we know back in our day, we hung with our family, like we slept in grandma's house in the living room, like, that's just how my childhood was. It wasn't my grandma's house, it was my Uncle Stu's front room, but
like, for me it was different. Like, I was sheltered a lot, so I deal with social anxiety.
Right.
I'd be like real, like, when we out, she be the one mingling and dingling and doing her thing, and it's
mingling and dingling.
Listen, she be in a mix, and I just be like, I could do it after a couple shots, but in the beginning, I'm just like, all right, like I gotta warm myself up to actually get out there, and that's always been me. And I think that has a lot to do with like the stuff that happened in my childhood. Like, I was always in the house, like,
and then seemed where as though I wasn't. I was here, I was there. Like, my mom always had us out, like, always. My uncle always had us out. My mom is an outgoing person. My dad is an outgoing person. So it's just like, my dad's side, they are all outgoing people. All of them. They all got, some of them got their shit with them, but they are all outgoing people. Like, so, when I used to be younger, I used to be in dance school from age 3 all the way to 9th grade. I was in dance school, Freedom Theater. all them years.
And I did the dance class too, but when I tell y'all, I used to cry before like we went out for our whole little audition, our whole.
Wow, and see, Shaya was kind of like that. Shaya was kind of the reserved one, even at the dance recitals and stuff, whereas though I'm front and center. Like, I remember I cried because I didn't win first place. I won second place. And they didn't give me first place because they said it wasn't fair. I kept winning first place.
See, they need to be sued because
this was the after school program, so it was kind of like the same people winning every year. So
I guess
yeah,
they wanted y'all to feel like
everybody's a winner.
Yeah,
but that's one of the main things. And like, I remember my dance teachers used to be so hard on me. I used to feel like I had to live up to my mom, because my mom, she was a dancer. Like, she was almost a professional ballet dancer. Her and Maxine from Living Single, they went to school together, to Freedom Theater together. Like, they whole situation, like, my mom could have been up there with Maxine. Like, they danced together, everything. Right. And I used to feel like I had to live up to her dance things. And when I was younger, my family said, they would push me, go ahead, dance contest. I'm winning block parties, I'm winning the dance contest, all of it.
And I was never that person. I always played the background.
Yeah, and so I feel like that's part of the reason why I feel like I need somebody there at all times. That's part of the reason why I feel like if I mess up, I blame myself. Because it's like, when I used to mess up, I used to get told you wasn't good enough. I always was told I'm the crazy cousin, I'm the crazy person. It's you. Still to this day, at a cookout previously, my cousin said, we dropped the ball with not getting you the check. So imagine, it's funny, it's all funny, but imagine how that makes me feel for years. Hearing, oh, you need a check, oh, you crazy, and people really treating you like you're a crazy person, like you're a mental person, like you are an insane person.
Yeah, that's craziness.
That's why I feel like, damn it, I'm sitting here talking about, I feel like that's part of the reason I blame myself. And that's part of the reason I would deal with certain people's stuff, because I'm just like, I'd rather just
deal with them than be alone.
I'd rather deal with them than have to hear they backlash. I'd rather give them what they want than have to feel like I'm not liked, or I'm being crazy, or it's something that I like and they don't like, and it's like, I don't want them to think I'm crazy, because I'm like, no, that's not right. Like,
yeah. And for me, I think I also deal with a little bit of separation anxiety to an extent, because sometimes I like being by myself. But like, my mom and dad used to argue, and I used to write my dad notes as kids, like, are you gonna leave, yes or no? Are y'all gonna get a divorce, yes or no? Like, and I remember doing that at a very young age. So I think it only comes to certain people that I feel like, please don't leave, please don't leave, please don't leave. And then when my dad passed away, I think going through that and dealing with that kind of helped a little bit, if that makes sense, because that was the person that I always was like, are you gonna leave, are you gonna leave, are you gonna leave, because my dad was my best fucking friend. So now it's just like, I think it kind of took a turn where it'd be like, okay, like, if I don't got him, I could be by myself. Like, I could be alone. Like, it's okay to be alone at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think that happened to me when, like, my ex-husband got locked up. Like, I think when he got locked up, I went through such a transition, because he was really like, me and him was like this. We was cool as black and white. Like, we was cool, yin and yang. Like, we was really, really close. And when he got locked up, it just happened like that. And then it was like, I felt like I lost my best friend. And after a few years, I got myself together. I stopped drinking every day. I stopped partying all the time. COVID happened, actually. I swear, and I thank God for COVID, because I feel like if it wasn't for COVID, I would still been out there partying like it was 1995. Like it was 1970s, whatever. Like,
Right.
And I was able to like when he got locked up, I went through the stages, and towards the end, I was able to realize that, I'm gonna say a year before I got with my husband now, I was really able to sleep alone at night. don't get it wrong. I had my little friends here and there because I'm a human being. I'm an adult. I need to be satisfied in certain areas. But bye. I don't need you.
Right.
I don't need you.
You sound like me. I don't need you. You know that I be beating my chest with that shit. I don't need nobody. But in reality, you do, and that's like that right there itself is also a trigger to childhood trauma. And I feel like okay, you don't need nobody because everybody needs somebody.
Everybody needs somebody.
Whether it's a friend, whether it's a spouse, like everybody needs somebody. Like, or you going to the nut house. Like, it's just that.
Like my separation anxiety go deep. I remember. Damn. I'm sorry, Mom, but this gotta be raw and uncut. Like, I'm sorry. But I remember growing up and my mom, she used to work a nighttime job, and sometimes she wouldn't come back home. So I would be home with my uncle. We lived in a 3-story house. My uncle had the downstairs, the first floor, and my mom had the second floor, and the kids had the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Yeah, so like it was like decent. It was enough space.
Yeah.
It was more than enough space. So, but like I would be, me and my brother would have to sometimes fend for ourselves. Sometimes, you know, it might be food in the house, you know, clothes and everything, but we gotta do it. Then when my nana was living there first, when she moved around the corner to a senior citizen building. That's when it got hard for us because now we don't have Nana there to make sure we got it. And I think that's a big part of my separation anxiety because my mom would come, take us here, take us there, and then she would go to work. And then bust her behind for days or, you know what I'm saying? So it'd be, we would just be home. Sometimes we don't know if she's home or not. And you know, it comes from wanting to please my mom, wanting to please everybody. Like, and I'm still like that. I want to please every freaking body.
Yeah, you do. And I think I also have a little trait of that because it's just like you don't want to disappoint nobody at the end of the day. And it's like, in reality, I'm starting to come to terms with fuck it. Like, fuck it and fuck you at the end of the day. Like, I'm a whole grown woman. Like, sometimes, and part of the symptoms of childhood trauma is still being a kid or still having those traits as a kid, because like as a kid you want to please mom and dad, you want to please this person, you want to please this person so they can say good job or I see you doing your thing or something like that. But as an adult I found myself doing that as well, and it's like I'm grown. Like who do I have to satisfy? Don't nobody, when I lay my head, don't nobody pay my bills but me.
It's not even about you wanting somebody to, it's not about you wanting the acknowledgement. It's just you want to hear that.
Yeah,
people want to feel good. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that you want somebody to say it to you because you know you doing good. You just want to feel good doing it.
But also I've noticed if you're doing something for a long time and you feel good about yourself, if that person that you're doing it for doesn't notice, I start to be like, okay, well, what am I doing it for? Like, you can't even give me a thank you at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even be like, okay, I appreciate you for doing this every single day for me or all the time for me. Like, and that has its own little... And
with that, too, it'd be like, you'll do stuff for people. You don't want to thank you. You just want somebody to call you and be like, are you okay this winter? It's below 0 degrees and I know you struggling with your bills. Is your heat on? Do you need me to get you a heater? Do you have food in your house? I know a free food giveaway. Do you need a ride?
Right.
It don't be that you want
a break from your kids.
Do you need a break?
Yes, absolutely. That too. Like sometimes you just want people to acknowledge that you do so much that you might need a break. You might need a moment at the end of the day, and that all comes from its own childhood trauma. Like I feel like everybody in this world deal with childhood trauma.
When I was doing a research on childhood trauma, and they was talking about what you was just saying, as far as wanting approval and stuff like that. When you are an adult and you still want that, that's because your parents didn't celebrate you. So you don't have that celebration. You don't know what it felt like to win. So now as an adult, you want to feel like you won. And you looking for that that celebration that you was looking for as a child.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you won't get that at home, but you will get that from a teacher.
Mm-hmm. And I was always quiet. Like, I was always the quiet child. So my parents probably never knew that realistically I was dealing with some type of depression or some type of social anxiety or anxiety within itself. So I feel like as parents, we gotta talk to our kids. We gotta
because I wonder if my mom and them knew how bad I used to get bullied.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was only 3 Muslim people in my school.
Mm-hmm.
I had to start wearing my kimar. You gotta start wearing your kimar when you start getting your period.
Mm-hmm.
When you start getting your period, and I started getting my period really young.
Mm-hmm.
So I started having to wear my kimar really young. I used to get teased because of what my mom did, the way she used to come to the school. My mom had me at a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
At a very young age, I used to get teased about my dad being in jail.
Mm-hmm.
I used to get teased about me being the only Muslim in the school. I'm about to cry, girlfriend.
But it's okay. This is raw and uncut. And this is you working through your childhood trauma.
They used to pull my kimar off. I remember my brother fought this boy, girlfriend. He pulled my kimar off, and then I pushed his hand into the water fountain. And then my brother younger than me, we was always little. He came up and he just so happened to see me tussling with the boy, and me and my brother got in trouble. Like, I don't struggle with wearing my garbs now. I don't wear my garbs for my own personal reasons because I know right now I'm not following the deen the way that I'm supposed to. So I'm not one of those sisters that's going to be in and out they garbs. Mm-hmm. And that's why I don't wear it.
Now with that, this is branching off just a little bit. Right.
Like I need some tissue. Right. It's cool.
We will get a little box of tissue next time. But do you think that parents should push religion on their kids at a young age? No.
You teach your kid religion. Mm-hmm. You do not push a religion. That was the thing. Mm-hmm. My mom pushed that on me. I was the only one. Imagine me wearing my kimar and my mom running around half naked. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm like, well, why I gotta wear this?
Right.
Because at a young age, I'm not knowing.
Right. And you didn't even fully understand the religion at that point.
My mom used to drop me off at the masjid. Yes. Like, I used to get dropped off at the masjid on Friday so that I can go to June. I used to get picked up from school early and go to the masjid. She used to drop me off at the masjid. Not go with me. So imagine how I'm feeling. Like, I gotta be, and you ripping and running. Right. Now this is why I want to party.
Right. And I feel like doing that essentially pushes us away from that religion.
It do. You know what I mean? It do, because for a while I was going to church. So I know, me knowing when I had my year from age 1 from when I was pregnant. And shout out to the parks or whatever. They used to take me to this church, Pastor Weiler. It's all the way up like old Shellingham somewhere. And he was good. He was really, really good. He was really, really good. But I was going to church, and I knew when in Islam at the age of 7, that's when a boy is a man. So I knew I had to get myself together before my son turned 7. I knew I had to teach him some things before he turned 7. So when he turned 5, I started studying the Quran, studying my books, studying the Sunnah, studying the Hadiths. All along while going to church. Because I wanted to see.
Different.
Was this the truth or was that the truth? And church just would not get to me. It just would not get to me. And that goes along with childhood trauma, because I feel like if I was raised in a church, it probably would have got to me. Now, don't get me wrong, grandma took me to church plenty of times. Right. But at the same time, I was still hearing all Islam. Islam. Like with my ear was an usher. And everything. Yes, we got pictures of my I'm gonna see if I can find one. Right. But my ear was an usher. You know what I'm saying? And my niece is on a praise dance team now. Right. You know, but like my ear, he picked his religion. Right. Like I used to say to him, you wanna go to church? Or you wanna go to the masjid?
And that goes along with our topic, childhood trauma and parenting. You knew that pushing religion on a child wasn't good because it was done to you, so you allowed him to pick his religion at the end of the day. And for me, I was so sheltered that I know I would never shelter my son at the end of the day. I want him to have his freedom and be safe at the same time because it makes you sneaky. I remember meeting this boy. Like, I probably met him a week. I'm at my friend's house. I'm like, come pick me up. I'm being sneaky at this point because I'm sheltered at the end of the day. Like, my parents think I'm a goody two-shoes. Like, come pick me up. He picked me up. He had a car. I'm in high school. Oh, he got a car. Like, he older. I think I was 17. He had to be at least 22. He picked me up. We get to his house. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing none of that, basically. He never forced himself on me, but this motherfucker locked me in his basement. Locked me in his fucking basement. And when I tell y'all, I was so scared. Like, mind you, my curfew was 5 o'clock. 5:20 go by. 5:30 go by, 5:45 go by. I'm like, my dad gonna be calling me soon. Like, my dad gonna be looking for me soon because I'm supposed to be in the house at this particular moment. Thank God, I don't know if it was his mom, whoever, somebody came in upstairs. Like, I heard the front door open upstairs. And he let me out the back door. He didn't say nothing. No words, nothing. He just let me out the back door. And I be using this example for the young girls, my sister primarily, for example, because these days, if you get locked in a basement, you are not coming out. You're not coming out of no basement. Like, I'm thankful to sit here and tell this story right now. Like, because I could have been another little girl on the news. Another little girl on the news.
Yeah. And that's another major childhood trauma that really affects people. Like, when we want to say it's the R word and it ends with ape because we not getting banned or whatever, but y'all know what we talking about. Some young girls, you know, they might got an uncle sit on their lap.
It starts there, and that's why my parents kept me sheltered.
One of these.
That's why my parents kept me sheltered.
You know. And then they grow up thinking
it's okay.
It's okay. They grow up thinking their men is just supposed to touch on them, and it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
And with that, 17% of young girls report that they were sexually abused as kids between the ages of 12 and 17. And majority of them.
So you said 17%?
17%, that's reported.
I was about to say, that means the whole rest is not reporting.
It's not reporting.
And you know why they don't report?
Because they're
scared. It's embarrassing. It's you feel guilty. You feel like it's your fault. You feel like you feel ugly. You feel dirty. That's why that scene on Sex and the City, the Nate scene. I mean, not Sex and the City, on Set It Off. When I'm in a bar, Nate, you know that scene that everybody, you know, they play it around the Christmas time. Everybody joke about it. It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not funny because you never know. Right. You never know. A person people do things to survive. You understand? And when that happens to a young girl, and it's by a family member or somebody they trusted, how can you go ahead and express that?
Especially if you don't have the parents that's willing to accept it.
Even if you do have the parents that accept it, your cousins, your aunts, this person, everybody knows. Everybody's looking at you some type of way.
Yeah.
They blaming you. Nobody blames
society. Because it's like, okay, wow, because you have a bikini on, 8.
I guess people is just, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that no more though.
Yeah, we don't have to.
I don't.
We don't have to. Because we really can't, because we might get flagged anyway.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
it's a touchy situation.
it is, because it's I know girls now that happened to them young. And now I just watch them just give their body away. Just give and give and give.
And that's a part of trauma.
Give their body away. And I watch people, family, talk about them.
Or
like disown. Like it's their fault, or treat them differently. No means no, regardless of what. Ladies, men, kids. Kids shouldn't be watching our channel. But if you are, no means no. Even as an adult.
Yeah.
Even as an adult.
Yeah. No
means no. No matter how drunk you are, no matter how high you are, no matter how dippy you are, no matter if you got ADHD, LPHD, whatever, MPS, whatever. I don't know. I'm just making shit up. But no means no.
Absolutely. But branching off, 17, we said that 17% is sexual abuse. They say 20% is physical abuse. 39% is exposed to violence, whether that's your dad beating your mom ass. You seeing your aunt beat the shit out your uncle.
Now see me, on the other hand, that was the opposite way. For all of my grandma Ivy used to tear my Pop George down. Okay? My grandma Ivy used to tear my Pop George down. Yo, this is so, I wasn't there. But it was my iPad, my brother, and Monet and Sadiq in the car with my grandma and my Pop, and they was arguing. And my grandma told my Pop, that's why I'm gonna beat your Cheeto head girlfriend now.
Yo, my grandma is a Jehovah's Witness, right?
My grandma was a Jehovah's.
Okay.
Yeah, and my nana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Both part Jehovah's Witness. So one time she would tell me, yeah, I punched your papa in his chest and I cut his whole arm. I had to go tell the brothers on myself. I said, Grandma, what?
She cut him too?
I was like,
Grandma, that's
cut
fine,
him.
Grandma.
She goes to, so I had to go tell, I don't want to talk about it. I had to go tell the brothers on myself. I'm like,
Whatever
Grandma.
he did. But see, this is probably why I gotta get that last word out. Cause all the ladies in my life, they ain't play that with them men.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't telling them, especially Ivy with George.
Yeah.
Not
Not
George.
your grandma Ivy. This is the you talk about her on multiple occasions.
Yes.
She seemed like a real one.
Yes, you would have loved her. When I tell house, listen, I'm telling you, I love it. But they don't play that with these men. And that's probably why they make them stand on what they believe. They make them stand on what's right and what's wrong. You're not just going to do what you want to do and think that you're going to walk in the house and just because you pay all the bills that, oh, you just going to walk in here and do whatever you want. My grandma Heidi, the reason I have the rule, beat the sun in. Because she used to say all the time, a man is going to be a man. You're going to be what you want to be. Love yourself.
Right.
It doesn't matter he going to do it at 3 in the afternoon or 3 in the morning.
However way he going to get it.
Just
Period.
beat the sun in. I should not be waking up to go to work and you just walking through them doors.
Right.
Or my son should not be getting up to pray fudger and you just walking through the doors. Don't disrespect me in front of my kids. That was my grandma Ivy thing.
Yeah.
So in my thing, I feel like that too. Like,
right.
You know, and then that's from me dealing with street niggas and they been in the casino all night and, you know, me sitting in the casino with them all night or me, you know.
And realizing from our little outing, sometimes you look up and you be like, how the fuck you get 3 o'clock?
How to get 3 in the morning?
Like, and we just out having fun. Ain't nobody doing nothing with nobody. Like, we mingling, we networking.
And then we got like 50 subscribers that night.
Listen, we did our big one. Thank y'all again. Thank y'all again.
Yo, I can't wait till we do our live. I can't wait till we do our meet and greet, girlfriend.
I cannot wait either.
Oh my God.
Girlfriend.
What about the soft meet and greet we gonna have with the spa party?
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
That shit gonna be lit. But talking about some trauma and childhood trauma, we gonna talk about somebody that got some motherfucking trauma. This raggedy bitch, Carly Russell. She's a raggedy fucking bitch. You raggedy bitch. First of all, I'm gonna go on a 1 second rant.
Go ahead.
Black women already got it bad. We already are not looked for. We already are not held to a higher standard. We go in to give birth, and we have to literally make sure we have a loving person in a room so y'all don't kill us.
Okay.
Or so that y'all don't neglect us to the point that ourselves and our children are at stake. And you stage this shit. You called the cops and told them you seen a baby, and you staged this whole fucking thing like we don't already got it the fuck bad. You raggedy bitch, you.
Well, damn, Carly. What's her name? Carly. Because I keep calling her Shirley and all types of shit.
She needs to be called something else because, like,
dumbass. That's what she needs to be called.
That's what she needs to be called. Because at the end of the day, how many black women are missing? We got a second grade teacher that's missing now, and it's to the point where they're crying because the police are not searching for her. And they did an all-out search for this girl for her to stage the whole thing.
But girlfriend, you know she got locked up.
Good. She needs to be under the jail.
Yeah, because you can't waste the cops' time like that. That's why they make you pay restitution fees and stuff like that. Because, excuse me, because you basically, it was a waste of time for them having to come to court and do it. And
I'm gonna give her a slither of something because she had to have been dealing with some type of trauma.
Well, remember we was doing our research on her, and we found out from her uncle, what's his name, Uncle Joe or something. He has a YouTube page too, and he said her first time running away was at age 7. He also said she was off of her meds and been off her meds for a while. He also said he had to put her out because she was a thief. And remember, she stole stuff from her job.
You snatched your wig off and left it on the side of the road.
Because she wanted people to feel like somebody grabbed her. She was fighting for her life. She wanted, you know what, us black people, we fight. So I guess she must have wanted to make it feel like she fought for her life. But you're so dumb, you forgot you got a family. Their family must be close. Because you know how they filmed it. They tracked the phone. They tracked the phone from the Family 360 or one of them little apps like that. I forgot exactly which one. But one of them little apps like that. That's where they filmed. That's how they tracked her so quick. And wait, how about the fact that the Chinclita was running? So they used the Ring cameras to trace her back to get into her mom. Because remember, she went to her mom's house.
Right.
So they used the Ring camera. The Chinclita, then she started running when she got 3 blocks too close to her mom's house. So they kept tracking her steps back. The Ring cameras, each block, at least one person got a Ring camera on each block.
Right.
So they tracking back. They see her walking, chilling. Soon as she get close enough, she start running, messes up her hair, try to make it seem like she was running for her life.
That's just so sad, because that's why I said I'm going to give her a slither, because she had been going through some type of mental illness. But it's just sad for us, like, at the end of the day.
It is sad for us, and I'm going to say this, and I hope it's a federal person watching, or a cop watching, or a detective. One person actions does not define all of us.
Absolutely.
Please do not stop looking for our sisters, anybody that's missing.
Absolutely.
My cousin went missing for 2 years. They found him in the bottom of a trophy store, buried.
Damn.
Buried. Damn. And shout out to my cousin because she said she won't come on I told her when she get ready.
I got a family member that's missing
Still to this day.
As we speak.
Still to
and
this
I think
day.
that's probably why it hit me a little different. Because
Yeah.
it's just like, ain't nobody looking for my family member. Ain't nobody looking. And it's like, you had an all-out search for you. You involved the police.
Cousin, I mean, girlfriend, we gonna have to,
bitch.
we gonna have to put your cousin picture up here because thousands of people is gonna see this.
Yeah.
And if you just got any bit of information, any bit, DM us, call your local authority. You don't even have to DM Remy or me. Call 911 and let them know. Give an anonymous tip. That's how we was able to find my cousin, from an anonymous tip. Somebody eventually, hopefully, we gonna pray.
Yeah.
Somebody eventually, they conscience start messing with them.
Yeah. Absolutely. Definitely hope that somebody conscious starts messing with them, and they definitely reach out to the authorities if you don't reach out to anybody else. But I
you won't get in no trouble.
Yeah.
None of that. It's you can make an anonymous tip. Okay.
Yeah.
You can go ahead. You can go find a phone booth, because there's still somehow you can go to a
phone booth still out.
I don't know where, but they can find one. They got to.
They can find one.
Go to the gas station. Ask the person at the gas station, can you use their phone? Somebody.
Star 69. That's
somebody.
That's how you block your number.
Mm-hmm.
Star 69. But yeah, Carly, like, they need to get her. She need to be in the mental facility for a little bit. Y'all need to get her back on her meds ASAP.
Okay.
Like,
because whatever happened to her in her childhood, for her to, what's getting me is the boy. You know her boy, her ex-boyfriend. He doing
party promotion.
I love it.
Like, he's trolling for her.
I love it. No, because my thing is, she got a ticket from Birmingham to Nashville. She looked that up. Mm-hmm. So maybe my thing is, she wanted boy. Because she was arguing with his girlfriend. She told his girlfriend, you're a stripper, I'm a nurse. So she felt like she was somebody.
She did. And in reality, if she would have handled that different, she was somebody.
1 second. Girlfriend, why you not drinking your champagne?
I'm sorry.
Alright, anyway.
Y'all like our cups that my girlfriend before they say. First of all, y'all, people that know me know I love shit like this.
Yes.
Like the glitter, like, I'm such a girly girl.
Yes, we are.
All that other stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I can't tell all the fucking pink.
And the pink one,
if y'all know
she's not even a pink girl.
Y'all know me, it would have been.
Yeah.
Money.
I'm glad I'm off tomorrow. You gonna have me fucked up.
Yeah. We celebrating.
Yes, we are.
We did this shit from the mud, girlfriend.
Yes, we did.
How many times I said, girlfriend, I'm about to be done with that shit?
Yeah. How many times we cried because we just like, we want to be here. We want different. Like,
I just remember like when we had 500 subscribers.
I remember when we had 2.
My mom and Nana.
I remember when we had 2. Like, and we was really like, all right, we gotta do more. We gotta do this. We gotta do that. We gotta do this. Like, we be working, like, whether y'all see it or not, like, we
put more than 40 hours a week into this shit. Yeah. Because we be damned if we give somebody who's already rich.
She be fucking working. She be at my house at least 3 or 4 times a week. Literally.
She live 30 minutes away.
And I do. And her and Fat Man. Fat Man be on his way with my picture frames up. I had to put him out. He looked at me like, I've been put out in better places than this. I'm out, bitch. He can rip my son up and everything. And left. But he love us. He love us. He come in here, put his show on. He sit there and wiggle his little toes, eat his snacks, and he be chilling.
Yeah. But see, even like, back into topic, childhood trauma. So, my mom and my dad was a cheater. We all know that from episode 2 or 3, whatever one. But we all know that. And my mom used to fuck my dad up. And that's probably why I feel like I could beat a nigga ass. And that's not good. Because I don't want what I learned a lot of shit that I fucked my ear up with. A lot of childhood trauma that he has. My oldest son. So I'm doing things totally different with fat men.
Yeah.
Because I'll be damned if he experienced the same childhood trauma that my oldest child experienced.
But you know where that come from too. You had him young. Y'all grew up together.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. I had him at
You
16.
can't even blame yourself at that particular moment.
And going back, like I don't want to, like, Mom, I love you, and we are on so much good terms. I love you. I'm just telling my story, and I'm just hoping that I can inspire a mother and daughter that beefing can come together, and the daughter can understand a mother was just a mother at that time. No parent, this parenting don't come with no book.
And your mom had you young.
My mom had me at a baby. She was a baby. When I say a baby, I was at. Listen, I was young. I want to know if I can tell my mom, if I can say how old I was when she had me.
All right, hit her. Hit her up and see if you could tell us. But I mean, she might not care.
Cause my mom don't care. My mom loves telling her story.
Yeah.
Cause I love my mom. That my mom came a long way, and that's why I love my husband, mom too.
Mm-hmm.
From the actions that they came from. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom, I'ma just go into my mom. Like my mom, I look at who she is now. She's patient. She is so patient now. My mom has empathy to our feelings. She understands she messed up. And she understands why we had some of the anger that we had, because I don't have that anger no more. Ever since episode 2, whatever itty bitty anger that I did have is gone. And I'm going to say this too. As adults, stop blaming your fucking mothers and your fathers and shit that didn't happen when y'all was younger.
Y'all grown now.
You're grown as shit.
Get the fuck up and do what you need to
do. Do what you got. Okay, girlfriend?
Like,
keep finishing my sentences.
Yeah.
Please.
Get the fuck up and do what you gotta do. Because a lot of people do that shit.
It's no reason why you 30 blaming your mom for leaving you at 15. It's no reason why you 30 for blaming your mom for not helping you when you done had a baby at 17.
It's no reason for blaming your mom or your parents in general for how you treat your own kids.
Period. Or how you don't have it. Yes, it would have been a help if your parents gave you a jump start.
Right.
But you didn't. You wasn't born with that silver spoon. So scratch your ass and get glad and do what the fuck you gotta do.
Right.
So that you can do what the fuck you gotta do.
Right. And who's gonna break generational curses with
That's the thing. Look at us, girlfriend. Look at the fuck us.
Listen, we wasn't given no silver spoon, was you?
What?
I wasn't.
Got it from the mud, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like this, the ground like this.
Okay.
The shine like this.
What Freeway say? We do this shit for our kids.
Listen, period. Like,
And that's why I ain't gonna lie. Me and my girlfriends, Chrissy, Jess, Shay, Nay, me and Janae was just talking about this shit the other fucking day, and I'm gonna give it up to all you bitches. I'm giving y'all chairs. Fuck that. Me and Janae was just talking the other day, and we was talking about my nana. We was talking about her fried chicken and her spaghetti.
ooh,
And
we used to do it together.
Yeah. But Nana used to cook everybody their own place. That's neither here nor there. But she said, I know they probably looking down proud of us. I said, you fucking real. You fucking real. Cause think about it. They parent us. We parenting our kids. We learned what it was like to be a parent earlier from having to take care of our little cousins, you know, nieces, little sisters. I only had one little brother, so it wasn't like that. But I have a cousin who missed a dance recital because she had to watch her little sister. And my grandma Mary used to pay for us each year. Each year, my grandma paid for us to go to dance school. But she had to miss it because her mom had to go to work.
My brother just got married. Shout out to the newlyweds. And I gave him a speech because I was telling him my dad is probably so proud of him. My brother CDL driver. Like, my brother getting it. The way he sacrificed for his family reminded me so much of my dad. Because my dad used to work. But we had everything we needed. Like, I never wanted for a damn thing. And I see my brother doing that with his kids. And like, I literally was in tears because, like, when people pass away, like, everybody be like they looking down on you. Some people believe it, some people don't. But at the end of the day, I know that he's fucking proud. Like,
I feel like that about my nana. I feel like that. So my nana, she gave her body to science.
okay.
Soon as she had it written down. Soon as she died, her body was to go to science. Cause you know they only got a certain amount of time for them to cut the organs out and do this and do that and do this. My grandma already had a funeral. Everything was the way she wanted it. Now, I still struggle with my nana death. A lot. And I feel like because I didn't have that closure with her from that funeral. Funerals are closure. But I feel like my nana is looking down on me. I don't feel like my grandma is looking down on me. I don't feel like none of... And that goes along with my religion. Because I don't feel like... I don't want to say this the wrong way because I don't know how to like say it religiously the right way.
This is rolling my cut. Say it the way you know how to say
But
it.
it's like we don't worship anybody except for Allah. So sometimes thinking of going to the grave sites and just crying and just making your word about that dead person, you didn't put this person above Allah. Like per se, because you feel like how can you live, and that's another part that didn't help me with my childhood trauma, with my separation anxiety, because I feel like when I feel like I'm putting a person standard so high, like how can I live without them, I always think these motherfuckers not alone.
Right.
How can I live without them?
Right.
I'm good. Like, you know, so that's a big thing, and people gotta realize that it's okay to lose somebody. It's okay to miss somebody, but don't make that
Your life.
your life. Especially if they die when you were young. If you lose a parent when you were young, I don't know how that feels because I haven't lost a parent.
Right. And my sister was 12 when my dad passed away. I was 21, so I'm sure it hit her different.
Damn, you and my age gap that big?
Only 10 years apart.
Wow.
Yes. Nana just turned 21. They was at the wedding check because she was drinking her drink. They was age checking her like, oh, you 21 yet? She's like, I'm 21, baby.
I hate that. But like even growing up, like my grandma Mary, she always used to be on our top when we was younger. But as soon as we got 21, she made sure she checked her girlfriends. They 21. They can drink. My little cousin Monet, I always told her, don't drink until you're 21. Don't go out until you're 21. Because when you turn 21, what the fuck is you want to do?
Right.
And that's why I love her. Because she really followed it. And now she be the fuck out. I love it. I love all my little cousins. They be doing their big one.
My mom gave me my first drink at 15 because she was trying to figure out. She thought she was going to get me drunk and see if I was fucking. I was still a virgin.
I love your mom.
But she took me to a hotel and everything. We bought a drink back up to the hotel.
What was the drink?
It was a strawberry daiquiri.
Oh my God. So listen, this might have been what, like this wasn't 9th grade, 10th, 11th grade. My nana, she used to have a bar in her house. So I'm like, it was something the fuck like this. I swear to God, it was something like this, yo. Now that I think about it, only difference is it didn't have them things down here.
Okay.
It had like slides at the top for the bottles or whatever. I don't know. But I used to steal her Mad Dog 2020.
Ooh, college days with Mad Dog 2020.
I used to steal her Mad Dog, and that's how, matter of fact, that's how Shay and Troy got together. Drunk off the Mad Dog band girl.
I did that shit when I was in college. And I think that college probably stopped me from drinking when I was 21.
Oh my God, girlfriend, we gotta have a 90s party. And we gotta give away Mad Dog. Fucking everybody's gonna be on Mad Dog. Ooh. They gonna be
That's
so
what we were
drunk.
talking about earlier. You think we should make it a 90s? Or keep it the way it is?
What you wanna do? I think it should be
I think it should be elegant grown.
Yeah.
And
But what about what's the name?
we should have a 90s skate party.
Ooh, what? But for that party that you was talking about, what about sneaker ball?
Oh, yeah,
Same thing.
how ideas be thinking, y'all.
Same thing.
Yeah, let's do that.
But sneaker ball.
Let's do that.
And then that way everybody got it, you know, gowns, but they got the sneakers. The girls wear the sneakers.
Yeah.
Damn, that means I'm gonna have to wear sneakers. Let's change this again.
No, because you've been doing your big one with sneakers. Let's not do that. She lying. She just wore two new pairs of sneakers recently.
Mark bought them. You know, I would have got 2 pairs of shoes.
She would have, but yeah, you.
I was mad as shit. They ain't had no Steve Madden in there. For real. I swear to God.
And I be talking I'm the sneaker girl, right? Lately, I've been walking in heels, and I'm like, oh my god, I could do this. I was at the wet, I was running up steps and shit with my heels on. I kept them on for a majority.
Like the shoe wear.
I kept my shit on for majority of the night. I'm on a dance floor. At the end of the night, I couldn't feel the balls on my fucking feet, but that's a whole nother story. But talk to y'all therapists. Like we said, we not licensed therapists. I did go to school for psychology when I was in college, but a bitch didn't graduate. So definitely talk to y'all therapists. Figure out what y'all childhood trauma is. Start there.
Yes.
Knowing it's half the battle.
Yes. That's the first thing you have to figure out. What in order to want a better you, period, you gotta start with you. And if that means going all the way back to when you were a child, even if it's going back to when you couldn't remember, age 1, age 2, age 3.
Write that shit down. Write it down. You could realize, okay, I get anxiety when I'm in a group. Why? Ask yourself why. Go back in time and be like, okay, I think this is why it happened. And get yourself a therapist and talk to them. Because like she said, you got to focus on you first. You got to figure out what's wrong with you so you could be a better person for yourself, for your children, for your husband.
These kids do not deserve a hurt mother. They don't deserve a used mother. They don't deserve a father who is... These kids just deserve a better you. They deserve the best you that you can offer.
Because they ain't asked to be here.
That part.
My son, they say, hey, mom, have me. Have me right here. I'm gonna be yours.
But see, on that note, I feel like they do. Because the sperm go
But we don't know what it is until almost 5 months. My son, they say I was gonna be your son and my name was gonna be such and such and we was gonna be living here and you and my dad was gonna be like, they don't know that shit. But like you said, they don't deserve that. But like I said, no one is half the battle, because it's okay to sometimes mess up and be like, you know what, I shouldn't have did this to my children. Learn how to apologize to your children.
Yeah, I apologize to my ear all the time.
I apologize to
all
your
the
children.
time. And my mom apologized to me. And I never forget, a couple years ago, my mom, was this when I was pregnant? I think I might have been pregnant, or Fat Man might have just been born or something. And my mom told me, you're not going to keep making me feel like shit from stuff that I did back in the day. I apologize. I'm sorry. And parents, sometimes just let the kid get it out. Because after that, I felt better. I just needed her to understand some of the things that I went through that she didn't understand. That's all. It start with communication. Communicate with your parents. Forgive your parents. If you have a dad that wasn't there for you and now he's trying to be there, forgive him. Forgive him. Because life is too short. Life is too short. And you're being a better parent. I'm going to go into this really quick. So as parents, a lot of trauma that we go through. You might have a parent, this is for the kids, this is for the adults that had the parents that lied to them and said, I was going to be there, I wasn't going, and never showed up. Or these are to the parents that work,
and
miss birthdays, and miss this and miss that because they missed, because they was working or whatever. Understand, when your child has a child and they are a good ass parent and they love parenting and they love their children, they gonna parent well. And it's gonna bring a little anger into them. because they want to know why you couldn't do it.
Right.
What was so hard that
Right.
you couldn't do what I'm doing now?
Right. That part, girlfriend.
So, oh my God, this is my dad. This is my dad.
Right now.
Yes.
In the live.
This is a free call from Trama.
This how broad that cut it is.
Yeah, and
See, I say it.
she gonna have to answer because
It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up.
He going. Let's.
Instructions to register this number as a private number to accept this free call. Press thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Assalamu alaikum. So, Dad, I'm gonna let you know now. We recording our YouTube, and we talking about childhood trauma.
first, hi.
That's my girlfriend Remy. You never met her.
We on live.
But we live,
We on camera.
and this is just I had to answer because I had to answer. I had to answer, but we was just talking about different things and different things, and I just want to say that I do love you and I do forgive you for the things that happen. And I'm working through them the best way I can as an adult, and I don't know.
Well, let me tell you this. I don't like the way you say the things that happen. I mean, you make it seem like it's just,
I don't know.
I inappropriately touched you.
Oh, hell no! Oh, heck no! Oh, no! No, I'm talking, so I have separation anxiety, and I was talking about earlier how I feel like
I never thought of that. I never thought of that.
that I have separation anxiety.
Yeah.
Yes, and I was talking, and
Because to me, I know that, and I apologize.
Oh.
I
Apologize again. And again, I apologize. And again.
Oh.
know, and I know, but but that's what we was talking about and stuff like that. So.
And you just so happen to call.
And it just so happened that you called, like, because yeah, but it is what it is. So
I didn't mean to interrupt y'all.
it's sorry, because when we start getting these grants and stuff, baby, just know you gonna have a lawyer. Cause Dad, we got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Sorry, y'all. That was Papa, and I had to answer my dad, because as I said earlier, he's incarcerated. Y'all know about my childhood trauma. Y'all got to hear a little glimpse of it, but
We glad we cut the camera off.
yes, because Ty, his mouth is vicious. I don't want no trouble being started on my damn podcast.
Right now.
But thank y'all again for watching. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Comment. Y'all don't know how much that helps this channel. Make sure y'all get y'all shirts. They $25, small to large. Anything else that gotta be pre-ordered.
Let us know. And thank y'all for sharing, because they was sharing their asses off this. They was doing a big one.
Yes, without y'all sharing, I don't think we would have got to them subscribers.
At all.
Keep your shit sharing. We trying to get to 1,000 shares on this video.
Mm-hmm.
We need 1,000 shares on this video. So that means we need every single last person to watch and share this video. Again, if you are going through any childhood trauma, it's okay to get you a therapist. You can call the back of your medical card, and they will give you the list of therapists that your medical insurance pays for. Everybody is eligible for insurance because Barack Obama made sure of that. So just go to your local welfare office and get you on insurance. If you are single,
I need to get a therapist. I don't got a therapist. My therapist ain't checked on me when I had my baby, so I feel like it was fuck her.
oh,
I need somebody that's personable, that actually cares about like my situation.
Like, as you know, I'll be calling my therapist like,
yeah,
I need a little bit of
those.
time.
I need one of those, because at the end of the day, for you not to even see if I got out of my surgery, my delivery alive, You was just in it for a check at the end of the day. But I'm gonna get me a therapist. We get a therapist together, goddamn it. Let's do this.
Yeah.
We thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Like my girlfriend said, thank you. Definitely share. We need 1,000 shares. But it's
Another thing, really quick.
not shot time.
Not shot time. This is very, very serious. If you are feeling down, if you are feeling like you're ready to end it all, it's a number you can either call 988, and they will talk to you. They will send you help. They will send an ambulance. They will send anything. Because as we know, childhood trauma, it can go deep. It can go deep. This video may have you in your head.
Yeah.
If you feel as though you're in your head a lot. If you feel as though there is a lot going on, take a breather. Breathe.
And 15% of people that deal with childhood trauma try to commit suicide. Please, please, please. We want to see
Dial
that.
their number. 988. Call. That's the suicide hotline number. 988. I done used it many of times. Many of times. That's why I know it off the back of my head. Use the number. This is going to be a 4-part episode, maybe a 3-part, 2-part, who knows what else.
Right. But next we talk about mental health, right?
Next we're talking about mental health. We're going into, it's going to get deep.
Yeah, it's going to get deep. But we hoping that it helps y'all. We hoping that it helps somebody out there.
Because we told y'all how we got through with it.
At the end of the day. Because we deal with this shit too. We definitely deal. I know I'm a little thrown off a little bit.
I called her crying this morning. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Y'all seen me cry just earlier, but
yeah, we not bulletproof either. We definitely go through things. That's why we're hoping that these episodes help somebody, whether it's one person or 1,000 people. We just hope that we save the life at the end of the day, because I've been through situations where I lost somebody through suicide, and it's like you never even know that they're going through it at the time.
And you know
it's
how
like they
close,
smile.
how close that was with mine. That I didn't. It's listen.
And it's traumatic to us to even have to deal with somebody that you felt like you couldn't have came to me and let me know that like you was going through this. Like you didn't have to take that route. So definitely we about to get into it deep. Yeah. Because we want to help y'all, and we want to also help ourselves. This is therapeutic for ourselves at the end of the day.
Yes.
So with that being said, is it shot time now?
It's fucking shot time, girlfriend.
Shot time, baby.
Oh.
She dropping her drink. She do this every time. She gonna get hair on her chest after this shot.
Let's just take a shot.
Bing.
What you want to see? You want to take mine first?
No, what was that?
We respecting a shot.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yes. If you was at a bar, you always see me tap the bar, don't you?
I probably paid it no fucking mind. Gosh, I probably paid it no mind.
Woo.
You gonna tell them what they had to see.
I'm trying to be a big girl.
Hey,
hey, homie, see you next time.
we love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. Oh.
I don't want to shake because I don't want it to go.
Let me go this way then.
It ain't gonna pop on you. Get over here, girl. Woo!
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all. We at 1,000 subscribers. Woo!
Yes.
Damn, girlfriend.
Pour our shots. Pour our drinks up.
Pour that. Watch you gonna fall out. Pour that. Watch you fall out. Pour that. Y'all been drinking. Yeah. Pour that. Watch you fall out. Hey.
Thank y'all. And to the ones
that unsubscribe
or don't support.
We ain't need your subscriber. First person that comment before the next video, before the next podcast drop. So that means y'all got 2 weeks. The first person that commented Answer. It's simple as that. Watch the video, go back to the live, watch the live,
And answer the question.
Answer
Look
the
at
question.
prize. Like,
gift card, might be money, might be a makeover.
right. This is how we know y'all really don't be fucking watching this shit to the end.
Okay,
But-
don't play with us because
Right.
we watch.
We see. We keeping tabs. But the question is, what did Remy, myself, not know what a Lincoln was called? I didn't know they was called that. But let us
So,
know.
what is the hood version? What did Remy not know the hood version for the Lincolns is called? It's simple. It's simple. You might even don't have to watch the live to answer it.
For real, for real.
But thank you for watching to the end.
Thank you.